Hello YouTube, this is Dabmer1079. I am bringing you another World of Warships Legends review, and today we are taking a look at the other ship from the previous update. First of all, the campaign Tier 8 Destroyer Venus. Still don't know if I'm saying it correctly. The Rio de Janeiro, or if you know its history, HMS Agincourt, I mean, or Sultan, I don't know its second name, but this is the Rio de Janeiro, the version, I guess you could say the what if Brazil had the money to fund the rest of her construction and actually be given this dreadnought era battleship for the Brazilian Navy. This is a Pan-American ship, which funny enough, I've already done a video on the HMS Agincourt. If you would like to go watch that original one, I will put a link down in the description below, because if I try and look it up and put it in the top right hand corner, when I do that, it will only give me a handful of them for some reason. I don't know why. But this is her in all of her glory, unlike the Agincourt here, as you can see. This is a tier 3, and this is what she looks like. This is the actual, I guess, ship, you could say, what she looked like when the British Royal Navy decided to keep her, since, well, there was a war going on. So this is what I guess she would have looked like if the Brazilians got her, and that's what she looks like with it. The only thing I had a problem with Agincourt is her guns reloaded way too slow. Even with what I had her, she still reloaded at like 32 seconds. This one's down to 29, which should be faster, but we'll see. So, enough talking, let's just take her in the battle. And see how she performs. And also this. I know I think I said in the last video I have like 2 ships to review left, which this is number 2, so technically that would only have 1, which is another ship. Don't worry, that'll come out soon. But now I have yet another ship. It's the free one that everyone can get who plays World of Warships and has PS Plus, or I'm guessing Xbox Live, that you can get a tier 2 Russian, and I mean, when I mean Russian, Tsarist Russia cruiser, which that looked interesting. I'll have to look into that. I'll try and find any history I can to make an accurate assessment of her historical, I guess, what she did. And I currently have enough, unknowingly, to potentially get a really good deal that's going on right now. I'm not promoting it or nothing. I'm just gonna say it for right now. Instead of like paying over like $60 for the Azure Lane captain for Baltimore and the Baltimore ship itself, it is way less right now. She's the other thing right now in this update, which I don't know if I'm going to get it yet, but I may. But if I do, look out for that video too, because I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if the Azure Lane ships have a little bit better tweaks to them than the base ships, much like I've heard like with the Black Friday versions of ships. Like I've heard some other World of Warships people that review the ship saying like Bismarck, baseline Bismarck sucks. This guy has bad games in her, and yet when he plays the Black Friday version, best games ever. I know the commanders for the Azure lanes are phenomenal. Granted, I haven't probably had mine to the fullest potential, since the only ones I have is Azure Lane Aurora and Azure Lane New Jersey. Which New Jersey alone has a good thing for her, which is double damage for hitting a citadel 10 kilometer plus. So that's good. Sorry if I went silent there for a second. Thought I heard something, but yeah. So let me know in the comments and see if, like, the ships are different too, if you tweak them with, of course, their captains that are supposed to go with them. And now that I think of it, sadly enough, I haven't, like I said, I have already gone through the history of Rio de Janeiro, Sultan of, I'm sorry, I can't remember the second name, or USS Agincourt, their history. But like I said, I'll put the link in the description below for that video, and you can go watch the original one.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship. Our team has taken the lead.
Thus far, liking Rio de Janeiro a lot better than Agincourt. Her guns reload a lot faster than her counterpart, and she's a higher tier, so granted, I like playing occasionally with the low tier ships because it's just a break. And there's basically the commanders have almost no input to the ship, since the ship has to be such a tier, I've noticed, for some of those abilities to work. So, for me, thus far, I guess, that I've seen, the best Pan-American warship is still that Battleship, which me and Driven have been on the receiving end, and I've been especially on the receiving end in some ranked battles where it's, oh, main batteries, no, but secondary guns, okay, that ship's annoying. The only other ships that have far-reaching guns at tier 7 like that is Bismarck, Tirpitz, and Massachusetts. You could probably get it for other ships, but they're all like 5-inch, 5.5 little guns, and these are like heavy cruiser guns. And just to show you, here's the captain and everything that I have. That's what I have. The commander is 16 and 16. They're not fully like leveled up, but good. But I'll show you. 29.2 for reloading. Let's take a look at Agincourt here. Ah, I was wrong. 35. And that's with this captain. Which maybe I could do this instead of this, since that really doesn't help at times. But that helps me with the ships. But I'll look. There and there. I could replace Megatron with the Italian commander, so it's just with that little tweak. See, 33, so not as bad. But because I like this for my other ships, for the British, it's going to stay 35 for that. So I got to replace Megatron with a different cap, with the Italian captain, which helps reload different. Which actually no, because then that affects all my other ships. So really, I can't because, well, I got Rio de Janeiro now, which is basically Agincourt, so I don't have to really play with that ship ever, since it has a god-awful reloading time. But for all my other British ships, it's perfect. Which, granted, I think I did switch out Megatron because I did want it further range on my British warships. Which then also, now that I think of it, I can't remember the Italian commander, but it's the Italian battleship commander who's it just helps reload time. I had that, the British commander, in William Sims, and that build actually was perfect for Nelson. I think her guns reloaded way faster than what they do now, and still pretty fast for a battleship. I think I got it like to this, where it's like 29 seconds or so, which every other battleship is like 30. Still very good. I don't know if that was my build back when I did the Nelson video. Not sure. But I will say this. I asked Driven. I gave him the choice. You can pick for me this ship or this ship. He picked Nelson. I bought Nelson. And then he hated it afterwards because that ship I won practically every game. I raked in, even without premium, almost 300,000 a game. So me knowing what a little bit about Nelson, that our side armor was weak and everything, it was almost broken, I guess you could say.
Critical engine damage. Problem solved, sir.
Poor destroyer. Which aircraft carrier is that? That's a lot, it seems like, for Zuma. I have to say this. If you had the chance to get Rio de Janeiro, or if you can get her later down the line, like, say, maybe we bring back the Christmas crates and she's part of it. If you get her, she is a better ship, I think, than HMS Agincourt, because how I have Agincourt for my other British battleships, perfect. Her, not so much.
Hull breach. We're taking on water quickly. Problem solved, sir.
But this one, a lot better. I like. I'll just say Rio here, better than her. And that's where the liking ends, because I just got eliminated because I got unlucky with an aircraft carrier in my game. So that's going to do it all for now. So I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell to notify any time that I post a video or live. And please let me know, you have the same thoughts between Agincourt and Rio here? Let me know. Or do you like Rio if you got her and you don't have Agincourt? Because I think that was a Halloween one a couple years back. Let me know. Or do you have both, and are you like me that likes Rio de Janeiro a lot better? In terms of the same ship, it's just this is a what-if one that, hey, Brazil actually got their warship before War One started, or the funds ran out, and then the Austro-Hungarian Empire bought her, and then World War One happened, and then the British kept her and then renamed her for a third time, and then wore her out, and then neither the Ottoman Empire, which was their enemies, didn't want her, or Brazil didn't want to try and buy her again, I think. Like I said, I don't remember the full thing. I will put the video in the description below. And also the Drakenaville's video explaining the whole history of how she came to be and what led up to her creation and all that. But until then, again, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.